Sagittarius Sun feels unworthy. Sagittarian Sun is not able to really be free. Sagittarius is a wonderful sign of a teacher. Sagittarius is the biggest achievement of humanity so far, and the preacher of truth that comes from the heart and the soul. Sagittarius people would, we expect, know it all, and they do. They've gone through a lot of information. They've come to this world with a great amount of personal satisfaction and the achievements of other people. They don't need to be higher or steeple. They just come and they go and they travel the world. There is something that's really beautiful and a sight to behold, but we don't notice it because we're looking for something that's shiny and big, like a Leo or some kind of Libra type rig. But here's the thing though, Sagittarius is really polite. It's somebody who doesn't really anymore know how to fight. Well, they do in their brain about other people's ideas, but inside their own heart, they have not that much feelings. There is fear, and fear of not being understood, as that is what's really surprisingly hard for them in their own neighborhood. There'll be people that love them, they will forever be, but inside their own surroundings and their own family, they feel unloved and somehow unneeded, not needed. In some strange way, they feel they've been they breeded for a time that was just not worthy of their life. They feel out of place and they feel somehow in strife. There's always a way that this person is naughty or somehow disobeys, comes across a bit fruity, a bit nutty. Something they say may not really add up, or somehow people don't think well of them. There's a lot of stuff. They may have a lot of things that they don't need. They may not really have them out of desire for greed, because Sagittarius just likes to collect information, and that's because they've got a really beautiful and pure infatuation with just this reality. Look at it all. How beautiful and how available and how out of control. They love the idea of curious being. They love the idea that here they are experiencing, smelling and seeing. And this may be very strange for people to really understand, but everything about Sagittarius is entirely sad. They said that they can't be seen just for a person who, shits and who eats. Somebody who doesn't really conceal anything. They have 2 hands and 2 feet. Like, they're simple and they're needy sometimes of our interaction, but yet in us they find very little satisfaction. They will troll through these people and they will look for the other. They will look for somebody who can be just like a sister or brother, but they find no true meaning. They find no true calling. They find no truth anywhere, because in this reality we've created, they're falling in love with things very quickly and subtly, but in their romantic infatuation with anything, they are always stuttering because they know it's not true. They know it's not feeling, and they know in the end it's all just comes and goes. It's all uncongealing, and they can't find the truth wherever they are. But yet what it does build is a truth that is much brighter by far, and that's their inner desire for things to be real, and their inner desire for all frankness, to feel that we're all just brothers and sisters. We're all from some other planets. We're all just astronauts through space and time. We're all really just comets. We're just comets, and we're plummeting through our reality, and everything that we perceive as real is just a commonality. We're just sharing a common experience, really, overlaid over our fear of seeing. We are afraid to see who we really are, so we've created this world, and here we are. We've created this world as a mother and father. We've created this world as a sister and brother. We've been playing along in this great situation until one day we'll find a more pure infatuation, and we'll end it all up and we'll go somewhere else. And that's the theory behind Sagittarius at last. They know the nature of reality completely. They know, and they don't really care that we don't know, because it's measly. They don't care about we don't care. We don't care. We don't. They don't care about we not caring. They don't care about people staring. They don't care about people not seeing, because they know it's impossible, really. They're feeling fire sign, you see. They're feeling. They're someone who's not trying to look for truth or God. They're just being. And this is what we don't understand in our society, because we think that Capricorn holds all the rights and truths to our physicality. But actually, it's not Capricorn at all, because Sagittarius is the one who owns the freaking throne. Sagittarius is the one who created the concept of knowledge through pursuit of interesting things and pure loving courage. It's not about gathering of information or putting things together. Capricorn doesn't understand this, but for Sagittarius, knowing is forever. Knowing is just a series of interesting experiences, and that is why Capricorn tries so hard in perseverances. But see, this is what happens. Sagittarius likes Capricorn too much. Sagittarius wants to teach this lively bunch of different star signs how to live. And this is what brings Sagittarians a great amount of greed. They're greedy for experience. They're greedy for communication. They're greedy for us to sit and listen. And they're greedy for our interaction. And they are completely greedy in funny ways. And that's so lively and so cute. But here is where it sways. The opposite sign is, of course, Gemini. And this is where the Earth is for this wonderful guru of mine. Sagittarius has Earth and Gemini. They are here to just be a funny guy. They're just here to just freak people out and make people clap. They're here to be a fearless wanderer, to not need to be a dog on somebody else's lap. They don't need to be a guru or a master or somebody who teaches and holds another person. But this is a role that they've discovered for themselves, and yes, on purpose. They eventually will create for them an endeavor where they will try and create some sort of forever. And this is where our humanity falls to the plummet, because Sagittarius is enough. Sagittarius Sun, you are the summit. You are the summit of human endeavor. You are that which will bring us forever together. Okay? Sagittarius has the keys to the world. Sagittarius Sun, girl or boy, what you have inside we have not yet heard. What you bring to us with your majesty is incredible. What you have in your field of glory, damn, this is epic. But seriously, your words and your quirks and every single thing that you do is more than edible. You are just completely loved and understood if you just remember that your earth is in your blood. You don't need to move around or try too hard at all. You are just here. And you are out of control. Just fuck with us. Just fuck around and do a weird thing. You don't need to be constricted, because so much joy you bring. You bring a lot of joy and glory, and you don't need to try to be somebody in a hurry. So don't be like Capricorn. No, I don't want to say that. But in time, Sagittarius will find a way to not be happy with themselves so much that they will stay. They will stay put in certain situations. They will stay put on many such occasions. They'll discover themselves a life of meaning. They will stop all this freedom and love and become deceiving. They will be tired of the way that people don't understand. So they'll create themselves a life where they will find a partner and be hand in hand and learn a great big thing and show everybody to make money, you know. They will do themselves a life. They will make themselves a life that will not be so funny, you know. Sagittarians will eventually want to be of greater status. Sagittarius, oh my god, I'm getting heavy saying this. Sagittarius will eventually want to play along with us losers, you know. They will want to eventually degrade to our level just so they can understand that what they did in this life, they will be unable to forget. They will be unable to forget their past intuitions. They will be unable to forget their past wrong decisions. They will be unable to forget their past interactions. They will be unable to forget their youth. They will never forget how fractured reality is and how fucked up people want it to be. They will never forget anything that you have said. They will never forget you or me. They will become somebody who's acquiring a lot of information, and not because they're greedy, actually, just because they've got an infatuation with the good times and the good vibes that were. And though it's not really easy to understand for me, but they are here to whore eventually. Like, they are here to give us more than they've got. They are here to take all this amazing power and knowledge and make it forgot. They are so knowing and so wise and free that they'll become just like us, regular Joes, you and me. They'll forget their innocence and glory, and they will want to experience what it's like to be sad and to worry. They will want to know what it's like to share a burden of eternity. They will want to see what it's like to live a life in great, uncompatible unity with other people who don't care and judge them all the time. They will create for themselves, and this is really surprising, but a life that's just a pantomime. And in the end, it may be very sad, but very rich or stable. For in the financial world, they will eventually become quite able. So yeah, thank you, Sagittarius, for being the star of hope and glory. But please don't settle for anything in too much of a hurry.